So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 22 have seen or read. Only 5 out of 22. This is a failing, failing what? Failing rate. So who else? Ahmad Fazal said no. I just looked through the question. Okay, at least you look at it. And Amirul, you said no. Why? Atika said no. Asano said yes. Okay. Who else? Nurul Iman and Fatin look through it together. Wow, you look at it in a group. That is your group, right? Wah, wah, wah. Very good. What do you call that? Collaboration partners. So did you manage to do anything, or did you manage to understand, or do you think it? What do you think? Let me ask you. What do you think of the question? Anybody? Answer. What do you think of the question? It's hard. Okay. So it's hard. Okay. Actually, which part that makes it hard? The reading part and trying to understand the articles. Reading a bit challenging. Yeah. Sometimes sometimes the topic the comprehension part. Okay. Yeah, sometimes if you are lucky you get an easy topic. Yeah, so not all the time it's difficult. Sometimes it depends. Yeah, if it sometimes it has like science related, sometimes just social media related, sometimes exam related, sometimes about plagiarism, about cheating, about what else, about obesity and things like that. It's a bit challenging. Yeah, I guess, yeah, it's some of the terms maybe, yeah, because we're talking about what do you call that thing that hover around and take pictures?
Drone.
Drone. Yeah, I forgot. Drone. Yeah, yeah, a lot of people have been killed by drone in Iraq and in Afghanistan and places like that. So sorry. All right, Eva, Alhamdulillah. Okay, you think it's quite hard. Okay, but from now on, you still have, today is the 8th, right? Your exam is on the 15th. So try to read as many academic articles as you can, with different type of what you call that? Different types of field. Yeah. So that is the only way that you can prepare for this question, because for language, it's kind of hard to prepare, because you either get it or you don't, and then you have to improve and develop your vocabulary. And when you read, don't only read, but you try to look up the words, and then you make sure that you look at the dictionary or thesaurus, and then you look at the meaning, you look at the synonym, you look at the antonym, things like that. That is how you prepare, yeah, for language, because basically it's all depends on the reading. That's why you have to read it. There are many researches that have been done that prove those who like to read will do well in school. Yeah, because you require a lot of reading. Yeah, a lot of reading, because when you read, you will somehow accumulate these words, and then you understand. That's why sometimes if you are a slow reader like me, that is another challenge also. Yeah, I have to read sometimes 2 3 times for me to really grasp the idea. Even reading novels, sometimes I have to reread the paragraph, but that is not your problem alone. Yeah, it's also my problem and so many other people's problem. So yeah, since you don't have any other classes, try to fast from your social media, because it's not gonna help. But you watch the lots of videos from the Ingvid, yeah, about the English language and things like that, and that is how you prepare. Yeah, read lots and lots and lots. That's the only way. I cannot tell you any other ways, because that is the problem. Reading and understanding. If you have no problem reading, and then you don't have a problem understanding, and also you have good vocabulary, you have good command of the language, it's easy. Yeah. So that's how it is. All right. Anyway, uh, can you just open your own paper, and then we go through, because I have, of course, printed mine, because I like a printed copy of it, because that is another thing also, I think, that deter you from being quick. Maybe I could be wrong. Yeah, reading from a screen. Yeah, I noticed that it slows me down when I read from the screen compared to reading on this, and then I can highlight on the way and things like that while reading, so it helps a lot. Yeah? So now let's just take a look at the. I hope today I'm not going to keep you long, but you know how it is, right? When I say that I'm going to have a short class, usually that is the longest that I keep you. I just don't want to let go of you people. All right. Anyway, let's take a look at Article 1. Okay. Look at Article 1. All of you take a look at your own article in the Google Classroom. Are you having problem looking at your own article?
No.
Who has a problem? Who have a problem? Who has? Anybody? Write it in the chat box if you have problem. Izati, do you have a problem accessing your article?
No, madam.
Okay. So when you look at this article, you see you are given this 4 information, right? Author or authors, and then year, pages 8 to 9, and then the title. Sometimes the test setter just want to test you to check your knowledge, whether you remember or not what you learned in class. Sometimes they purposely do not give the date. If they do not give the date, what are you going to do when you have your citation in your essay? What do you do? What do you do, people?
ND.
Yes, you put ND, exactly like Rina Kartini wrote there, yeah, in the chat. You put N dot D dot. Always remember that. Sometimes the year might not be available at all. And sometimes the title might not be available. Yeah. And sometimes, this is quite rare, the author's names are not there. So what happened? Let's say that the title is there, but the author's name is not there. What do you do when you are citing?
Put the name of the article.
Yes. For example, this is the articles, the name of the article or the title is Broadcasters Scramble the Drones, right? Since it is short enough, you can use Broadcasters Scramble the Drones. Or you can just say Broadcasters Scramble. Yeah, you can do that. If especially if the title is very long, like 15 words or 16 words, and then you can just take the first 2 or the first 3 or 4 words, yeah, and then you use that as your for example, you say according to Broadcasters Scrambles the Drone, and then you put 2016, so you use that in case, yeah, if you don't have, because at one time there was none, and then somehow I mentioned it in class, and I think students from other classes also, the lecturers mentioned, but then we did not really stress it during the review, so students did not know what to do because they forgot. Yeah, so now I'm reminding you. And in this case, let's say that because you have everything here, you have the pages even, so what is the author's name that you use when you are citing for this particular article?
3B.
3B. Yeah. Don't use Chris or Christ. Wow, this is like weird. Christ. So usually it's without the T. I don't know whether this person say the name as Christ or Chris. Christ, Jesus Christ. All right. Anyway, And another thing about the pages, yeah, the pages here, it says 8 to 9. Okay, when the pages are given, when you want to use short quotation, for example, you want to use you want to take the line. Okay, let's say that you want to quote the last sentence of the first paragraph that says another added value of drones is they can take off and land in a much smaller footprint and are much less intrusive. Let's say that you want to take that as your what do you call it? Let me write it here, yeah. Another added, okay, let's say that you want to say according to let me write it, yeah, 3B 2016, right? 2016. Whenever you use according to, you must always put a comma after the year. Yeah, according to, comma. But if you use the verb, the reporting verb, for example, you say 3B found that, you have to use the word that, but no comma. Yeah, and never, ever, ever put according to 3B, he or she said that. Don't marry these two things together, okay? You just choose one or the other of the, this is what you call introductory phrase. Choose one only. Yeah, we have said this in class many times, but I'm going to repeat myself. Why not? Okay, and then you want to use, let's say you want to take this, right? So you put the quotation mark. Is that quotation mark? Quotation doesn't look like quotation mark. I don't know what it looks like. Another added value, I say that you write all the way to the end, yeah, because I do not want to write all the way to the end. And then you close your quotation mark, and then you say page. Okay. All right, this is how you do it. Look at the chat box, yeah? According to 3B 2016, comma, another added value, blah, 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 until less intrusive. And then you put the, you close the quotation mark, and then you put page 8. You know why I chose page 8, people? Why? Bye.
Because it's the first part.
Yes, very clever, Nina. Yeah, because this is the first page. Assume that this is page 8. Yeah, and the second page is page 9. Yeah, if there is no page, and then you can follow the page of the exam paper, or you can even use the para. Yeah, if there is no page for the paper, let's say, and then you use para. Para is the last resort. Okay, you put para 1. Yeah, because it's like in the paragraph 1. That is why you see all the numbers on the left side. Yeah, the paragraph number. Okay. All right, any questions so far, people? Any question?
So far, I think no.
All right, let's say that you want to say something. The national Virginia Sinclair announced. Okay. Since there is no channel news network, they claim there is no secondary source here, huh? Is there any? Other than that, the FAA rules, National Association of Broadcasters will be working in coordination. There is no really like I guess we move on to the next article. Let's see. Yeah, article 2. Let's see if there is okay. Yes. In article 2, there are many secondary sources. Yeah. Number 1 is paragraph 3. So are we all on the same page here? Yeah.
Yes.
This article 2, the title is Moral Distress Within the Supervisory Relationship, Implication for Practice and Research. And the author is Fathi Ahmad Abdul Rahman. So in this case, you can use the whole name. Yeah, it's only one person anyway. You use the whole name. It's easy so that you're not going to worry about whether you take the right part, the right portion, because whether you take Fatahi or you just take Ahmad or you just take Abdurrahman. Yeah, sometimes you're not sure which one is the last name. So in this case, you can take the whole name. Yeah, Fatahi Ahmad Abdurrahman. And the year is also 2016, and the pages are 21 and 22. So you can assume the first page 21, the second page is 22. So the first secondary source that you can see here is Benjamin, 2013. Let's say that you want to say whatever Benjamin is saying there. Yeah, these drones. Are you following me? Paragraph 3, the end of paragraph 3.
Yes.
Yes. These drones are controlled by people in the Central Intelligence Agency or CIA headquarters and other locations in the United States. Let's say that you want to paraphrase that sentence and you want to attribute it to Benjamin, and then you said according to Benjamin 2013, and then you paraphrase that part, right? And then at the end of it, what do you say, people?
As a in.
Yes, as cited in. Remember that. Don't say as cited by. Yeah, as cited in. Fatahi Ahmad Abdul Rahman, 2016. So if paraphrase, you stop at that. If it is a quotation that you are going to choose, so you have to include the page number. Yeah. All right. Another one is page. I would like to remind you. Please say according to. According to. Yeah. Use this word according to when you are referring to the authors. Do not say based on. Based on. Based on Ahmad. This is wrong. Don't say based on Ahmad. Based on Ahmad's what? Based on Ahmad's research. Based on Ahmad's paper, you have to say something based on something. You cannot just say based on Ahmad. A lot of students do that. I prefer if you just use, if you want to use kind of introductory phrase, use according to. And don't say referring to either or either. Yeah, if British say either, Americans say either. Referring to. Don't say this. You're not referring to anything, okay? So do not. So I will put XXX there. Yeah? Do not do that. Do not use referring to. Just stick to according to. I never use referring to in class. I never use based on either. Yeah. So, but you can use the verb, the reporting verb, when you say the name first. For example, you say Ahmad found that. Ahmad believed that. Ahmad discovered that. Ahmad claimed that. Yeah? Usually you have to put that so that the transition of the words will be smooth. Yeah? Yeah? Get rid of this based on and referring to. All right. Any other question? I think number 1 is Benjamin. Number 2 is Graham and Rashid 2012. Yeah? That is also the second resource. And then in paragraph 5, Graham and Rashid was used again. The United States. Oh, this is a bad thing. United States, not United States. Yeah. Paragraph number 5. Always, yeah. When you use United States, you must always put the and S. Yeah, always the United States. Always like that. Don't say United States or United States. Yeah. Or the United. So always the United States and the Philippines also. certain countries in the world always take the, yeah? Or the United Kingdom. But if you say Britain, you don't say the Britain. A lot of students say the Malaysia, the Malaysia. No, just Malaysia. Yeah, there's no the Malaysia. There's only one Malaysia anyway, so it's understood. All right. What else? Is there any other name? Okay, that's it. Yeah, so if you see Muslim name like this, if you're not sure which one is the last name, you just take the whole name. Yeah. If two people are this one, many students also made this mistake. I noticed in the draft, and I hope your final paper, in the final paper, you are not going to repeat this mistake. Yeah. What was the mistake? What was the mistake I was going to say? I forgot. What was I going to say? Oh, man, I was going to say something. What was it? Can anybody guess what I was going to say?
Using the N symbol instead of
Yeah. Thank you.
the
Yeah, now I
parenthesis.
remember. Yes. When there are only two authors, people, two, one, two. Okay. Do not say et al. Do not. Do not say et al. Do not use et al. Except for articles that have 3 or more authors. There. Yeah. Do not use et al. Because I saw maybe 3 groups use et al when there are only 2 people. Yeah. 1 and 2 authors, you always use their names all the time. Type them all the time. Yeah. Because you are going to need this technique when you are answering your question. So remember and write it down and remember. The moment you see 3 and more, 4, 5, 6, 7, 20, whatever, you use et al. But make sure that you take the last name of the first author that is listed. Yeah, and then you say et al. And also, please, a lot of people still are making mistake. The dot is after al because al is a short for some other word. Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's in Latin. But is a complete word. It means end. So you don't put n like a short form and you put dot after So be careful. Pay attention. Okay. I hope that you're not going to make the same mistake in your final assessment. All right. Any question regarding Article 2? Yeah, regarding the information, the year, the pages, and whatnot. Is there any? Hello, no. Okay, thank you. Say no. All right. Now let's move on to Article 3. Okay. So if you were to use Article 3 like this, so how would you cite? Let me call Nick Ahmad Fauzan. How do you cite this article? Give me 2 options. Yeah, using the 2 different type of introductory phrase. Okay.
Yes. First, can use the et al.
Yeah, how do you do it?
Brand according to Brennan et al.
Yes.
ETAL.
Yeah, ETAL dot. Yes.
dot
AL dot.
dot 2016.
Yes. Okay. All right. Or another way, you say just now according to Brennan, right? What is the
Yes.
other way of saying it?
Another way,
Comma, yeah. Don't forget to.
Brennan et al. Found that.
All right.
Brennan et
So,
al. 2016 found that.
okay, Brennan et al. 2016 found that. You just write whatever that you have to write, right? Like that, yeah. So these are the two options that you have. Yeah. According to Brennan et al. 2016, blah 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 blah, or Brennan et al. 2016 found that. What did they find? Yeah. So that's how you use. Or sometimes, yeah, you can also use the name in the middle of the sentence. Yeah. For example, uh, the world is so the world is moving so fast that Brennan et al. 2016 found that yeah, because the world moves so fast, that is your sentence, and then you want to put the author. You can use that too sometimes, yeah, but it depends. If you're not careful, and you might confuse yourself, and you might confuse me also. So these are the two obvious and easy straightforward ways, so just choose one of the two. Yeah. And then you can, if you are taking the whole paragraph that you are paraphrasing, so you have to keep on referring to this author. Yeah. For example, at the very first sentence, you say according to Brennan et al. 2016, blah 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 blah, and then you say the word. And they also mentioned, or the authors also mentioned, or you can say Brennan et al. Also, if you say immediately in the next sentence, you do not have to put the year. Yeah, but if you have other sentences in between, then you want to use that, you have to put the year back on. Because I noticed in the draft, some people, I know that they're taking the whole paragraph from somewhere, but they just put the citation for the first sentence. Yeah, as if the rest of the sentences are their own. That is not right. So you have to keep on referring to this source. Otherwise, that is also considered as plagiarism, even though you don't mean to do it. Yeah. So you have to keep on referring so that your readers know that you are taking it from somewhere else. Okay. So this one, okay, Brennan, 2000, no problem. Pages 1 and 2, and drones in Australia. Let's say there is no author whatsoever. So you can say drones in Australia. You can put in quotation mark, yeah. Drone in Australia. So drone, oh, that's weird. Drone in Australian agriculture. So when you want to cut certain phrases, it has to make sense also. Yeah, you cannot just say drones in Australian what? Australian is not a noun, is an adjective. So you have to put Australian agriculture to make it like it makes sense. All right. Okay. And in this article, we also have secondary. Where is that? The one that has the one that has year, right? Like on July 2014, the House of Representative. And this one, if you quote or something like that, you can just say that you're taking it from Brennan et al. It's okay. Furthermore, in 2009, the High Court in Australia, if you say something like that, so you can also give the credit directly to Brennan. Yeah, because Brennan did not take it from somewhere else. Yeah, did not use a secondary source. So you know what I'm talking about? So you don't have to say like the High Court of Australia 2009 as cited in no need. Yeah, you don't really have to do that. Privacy Act, Section 72. Oh, there's a lots of what do you call this? Like law thing, right? Yeah, the title is "And the Law." That's probably why it is a bit difficult, a bit challenging for us who are not from law background. Okay, so let's take a break, about 10 minutes, and then we go through the question. Yeah. All right. Those of you who have, yeah, those of you who have not read the articles, please read. Yeah, I give you 15 minutes break. Okay. So now it's 9:47, so we come back at 10 o'clock or 10:05. Yeah, read first. All right, see you later, inshallah. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nur Fariza asks, permission to be excused from class because I have appointment at hospital at 10. All right. Okay. Nur Fariza asks. Huh? Oh, Waalaikumsalam. Okay. I got scared. What? Okay. Okay, remember the implied ideas, and I uploaded long ago slides on implied idea. So read that slides, okay? Go check the slides. All right, so I'm just going to go through the answers, yeah, the possible answers. Are you all ready? Yes. Oh, now I hear it, Amirul.
Yes.
Like that. Okay, Ain Zahira, are you here?
Yes, madam.
Auni. Fatin.
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
Hazrin.
Yes, madam.
Muhammad Amirul Akmal. Muhammad Ahsanul Fikri.
Yes, madam.
Nick Ahmad Fauzan.
Yes, madam.
Nur Syahrul Nisa.
Yes, madam.
Nur Amirah Najwa.
Yes, madam.
Nur Atika.
Yes, madam.
Nur Syaukina.
Here, madam.
Nur Zahira.
Yes, madam.
Okay, Nur Fariza just left, right? Nurul Iman.
Yes, madam.
Nurul Ifa Izati.
Yes, madam.
Nurul Iman Izati.
Yes, madam.
Nurul Nadira.
Yes, madam.
Nurul Syaukina.
Yes, madam.
I have 5 Nurul and how many Nur? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Putri Atira Auni.
Yes, madam.
Rina Kartini.
Yes, madam.
Siti Aisyah.
Yes, madam.
And Zakira. Okay,
Yes, madam.
that's it. We have everybody here. Inshallah, I am going to show you, to share with you, not to show you, to share with you the possible answers for this question. Inshallah. Okay, window. Share. Okay, can you see my beautiful pink flower?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
I'm in the mood for beautiful flowers this morning since I'm into gardening. All right, okay. Bismillah, possible answer. Yeah, number 1. Question number 1, which is 2 marks, it says, state 2 new rules that are applied to drone operators, 25 kg and under. Okay, so there are 3 possible answers, but when you are asked to give 2, please, 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 people, don't try to show that you are a good student or something by giving 3. No, no, no. Give only 2, because what happened is that if you give 3, if let's say that the first 2 is wrong, are wrong, the last one, number 3, is right, we are going to check the first 2. Okay, so just give 2. Stick to the question. So these are the possible answer that come from the article, yeah, from article 1. No longer require broadcasters to obtain specific FAA approval for news gathering, or prohibit the drones from operating directly over everyone, or only need a remote pilot airman certificate. So these are the 2 new rules. All right, so any 2 of these 3 will do. Yeah, so this stating question number 1 is usually like a sedekah only. Yeah, so if you if you read well and then you look at the question, what the question 1, it says is state new rules, and then you read and then you get the rule. It says that the question, the answers are all in paragraph 3. That's what it says. Yeah, maybe you can read that later. Yeah, so this is just the possible answers, inshallah. Any question, you just stop me, yeah, and ask. Okay, question number 2, 4 marks. The following questions are based on Article 1, Paragraph 6. Is that right? Is that the question? Article 1, Paragraph 6. State the implied main idea. And then once you do that, you are supposed to give 2 supporting details why you think that is the implied main idea. Because go and take a look at the what 6 Sinclair broadcast it's training, blah blah blah. So, remember before I used to say sometimes some paragraphs the authors do not write the main idea, yeah, the obvious main idea is not there in terms of the general points. Usually it comes in the form of topic sentence. Sometimes you cannot see that, so you have to read the whole paragraph, and then you make like an intelligent guess, yeah, something that makes sense out of that. So in this case, something that makes sense is safety is the major concern of operating drone operators. Yeah, so the operators are more concerned about safety compared to even privacy. Yeah, if you really read, so that is the challenge. Yeah, to read and to try to get what is this author trying to say. Yeah, sometimes you have to read and read and read. So since the mark is only 4, if you have spent so much time, leave it. If you still cannot think of it, leave it and do something else first. Yeah, I think question number 5 is give you the biggest mark, like 20. So you should spend more time on that. Yeah, and do the difficult one first, and then once you finish, and then you go to the easier one, and always divide your time accordingly. Yeah, always have your watch or clock or whatever. Yeah, or watch the clock at your gadget. All right, so once you get the main idea, you have to give your proof. Why? How come you say all these things? So these, according to the test setter, the person who set this test, these are the supporting details. Yeah. Does it say 2 or 4? 2 supporting details, right? But there are 4 possible ones. I'll show you 2 first. Yeah, major supporting detail 1. Sinclair Broadcast Group announced in early August that it is training nearly 24 pilots nationwide to operate drones safely. See, yeah, they are making such a big deal out of it. So they are training nearly 24. 24 is a lot. 24 people. You know, 1 dozen is 12. You know that or not? Yes, no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Some people don't know what dozen is because they say, I don't know what dozen is. Yeah. Okay. So, and this one, and is working, blah, 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 whatever. Is working with the Mid-Atlantic Aviation Partnership at Virginia Tech to come up with safety protocols. Again, talking about safety. Yeah. And then the next one, okay, this is something interesting. Award 0.5 mark for partial answer that have meanings. Sometimes students don't give the whole sentence. Yeah, they give just partial part, half of the sentence. But if that half or partial sentence does not make sense, you're not going to get anything. Yeah, if you give correct answer, you get 1 full mark. Yeah, so 2 for the total is 4, right? 2 is for the implied main idea, and 2 more is for the 2 supporting details. So in this case, there are 4 possible details. Yeah. Okay, that's another possibility. Sinclair also had a hand in developing blah 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 blah, and blah, 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 paper that attempts to balance First Amendment rights of broadcasters using drones and the privacy of citizens. So this one, I don't know why this one is for. I guess you have to know what is the First Amendment right of broadcaster. Yeah, the First Amendment right is probably for safety. I don't know what is the First Amendment right. Yeah, so this is very challenging indeed. Okay, so if you have choice, don't take that one. There are many strict rules around the world about where and when drones can be flown. This is not really saying it directly about safety, but when you have something like strict, usually it's regarding regarding safety. My mouth and my mind are not, they are at war at the moment. They're not really having a good time. All right. So those are the 4 possible answers, but you only have to choose 2. Okay. So now we move on to question 3. 4 marks also. This is the paraphrase. I'm sure that you are so good at paraphrasing now. If you have forgotten, make sure that you look at the book again. Yeah, all the exercises that we have been doing. Please read the chapter on paraphrasing again and just practice. There's nothing I can tell you, nothing more. That's all there is to it. Practice makes perfect. Okay, so these findings indicate that the strategy of drone warfare, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so that is the original. So this is an example of a paragraph. Remember, we have like complex way of doing and mirror version. Mirror version is you just follow the structure of the original. Yeah, and the complex option is when you try to reverse, you try to make from active to passive, and then the end becomes the beginning turn to the end. That is considered as complex manipulation. Yeah, sometimes it's not necessarily the end becomes the beginning, sometimes the middle can becomes the beginning also. Yeah, like in this case it is the beginning at the middle. Yeah, the middle. It says ever since the commencement of the drone warfare, but to tell you the truth, it is not a very good paraphrase. I think some of you can come up with a better one. This one, it makes me like, this was given by the test setter, yeah, the person who set the test. The study reveals constant escalating disapproval. When I was reading, I said, what? Yeah. So maybe you can come up with a better one. And this one, the mirror version. Why it is called the mirror version? Because the original begins with these findings indicate that, and then the mirror version is the study reveals. So when you say findings, of course, findings of a study, right? So not the finding of something else. So that's why it is kind of similar. See this one? The sentence was chopped, yeah, was divided into 2. You can do that. Sometimes you might have 2 sentences and you can combine it if it makes it sounds better. You can combine. Yeah, if the sentence is only 1, you can chop it if you think that is nicer to hear. Yeah, make it more clearer. So you can do that. That is question number 3. Question number 4. Any questions so far, people?
Madam, for this
Yes.
question, do we need to do the citation?
Which one?
Question number 3.
No, you are
Just
supposed
do
to
the paraphrase.
paraphrase only, not to give the citation in terms of paraphrase. No, don't waste your time and energy. Okay, just whatever that is there, do that. Don't say that according to such and such, and then blah 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 blah. Some students did that, which is unnecessary. Okay. Any other question? Any other question?
No, madam.
All right. Okay, question 4. This is big, people, big. Yeah, 10. So you should spend more time here compared to question 1, 2, or 3. Yeah, maybe you go jump in to question 5 first, and then do question 4, and then do question 3, and then do question 2, and then do question 1. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, maybe some of you will work that way. Based on Article 3, summarize the key issues. Where's that question? In Australia. Sorry, I actually you are just supposed to bold the key, yeah, the key issues until Australia, and then the number 1 here is supposed to be bold, and introductory phrase and a citation is supposed to be bold. Ya Allah, I bold everything now. Now you cannot tell what is what anymore. Anyway, in this one, you have to pay attention, people. And please tell your friend, who was it? Who left? Asminda, yeah? Please, whoever that is in the same group as this person, please remind her. Yeah, when you are summarizing something, of course, you are also should try to paraphrase. But if you think that paraphrasing the points are just going to make it sound horrible, so you can just take the sentences from the original. But the mark is of course not going to be as good as if you try to paraphrase. Remember, when you are summarizing something, you are also supposed to paraphrase it. But make sure that when you are so excited to paraphrase something, that make sure that I, as the reader, will understand what you're trying to do. Because sometimes when students paraphrase something, they chop it up so horribly that I do not know what is the tail or the head of it anymore. Yeah. So if you are in that situation, just take the closest possible to the original. It's okay, yeah. But maybe because you will be hold on, yeah. Your mark will be based on introduction, which is 1.5 mark, content, which is 2.5, and language and vocabulary, which is 6 marks. So that's why you get 10. Yeah, the language out of 6, maybe if you copy here from, you probably get 3 out of 6. Yeah, or the worst you can get is 2.5 out of 6 for the language if you copy word for word. It's better than if you try to paraphrase but people don't understand. But if you are so good at paraphrasing, why not? Yeah, paraphrase it, and then the meaning is still intact, and I will not have a hard time looking for the content. So for this one, the contents are this. Yeah, the content. How do you do this summary? Some students don't even know what they're doing. Yeah, they just summarize the whole article. No, no, no. You are supposed to read the question. What does the question ask? Yeah, what does it want? It says here, summarize the key issues of agricultural drone usage. If there are any other issues there, do not take it. And another one that you have to take note, people, take note. You are supposed to write the summary in one paragraph only. Some students, I don't know where they got it. Maybe they were not paying attention. They were playing with their gadgets and social media while I'm talking. And suddenly I said, don't write 3. And then they take the 3. Yeah, because that's when they started to realize like, oops, yeah, they heard me saying 3, so they take 3 because they give introduction as 1, and then the content is 1, and then the conclusion is 1. No, 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 you are only supposed to give 1 paragraph. If you write more than one paragraph, 0.5 mark will be deducted out of total marks. You are supposed to arrive at about 120. Yeah. So if you exceed it, at about, usually like plus minus 1 or 5, right? But no, not according to these people. When they say about 120, meaning 120 or less. How much less? 5 words. Yeah. Not like 110 or 105 or 100. Because if you summarize it too short, you are losing the points. When you exceed 120, you are going to be punished. What is the punishment? 0.5 mark will be deducted. Okay? I hope I'm talking slow enough for all of you to take notes. Okay? So what you need to do, the summary is, you have to say, according to, what is Article 3? Article 3, who is Brennan? Is that right? Yeah. Yeah. So your answer would be something like, according to Brennan et al. 2016. So according to, right there, you get 0.5 mark already. Yeah. And then you say Brennan et al. Plus the year. That is another 0.5. There are, and then this is the third one that you have to include also. There are several key issues of agricultural drone usage in Australia. So you take back the issue. What is the issue that you are supposed to summarize? You take that back and then you include it in your summary as the introduction part of it. That will get 0.5. So right there, the introduction is already 1.5. A lot of students got full mark for this. Yeah, a lot. Or if you don't like the word according to, you can also say Brennan et al. 2016 discovered that, or mention that there are several key issues, or Brennan et al. 2016 believe that there are several key issues. Yeah, when you choose the reporting verb, it has to make sense. Yeah, don't say that Brennan et al. Argued that. They're not arguing anything. They're just stating. Yeah, they're not arguing anything. So don't memandai-mandai. Yeah, to use the word arguing, things like that. Yeah. So, but to me, the easiest is to use according to. Yeah. Do not use referring to or based on Brennan. No, don't say that. Yeah. All right. And then the content, if you have all these 5 contents, so the contents in this case are everywhere. Yeah. One is in para 2, one is in para 5, one is in para 7, one is in para 6, one is in para 3 to 4. Para 3 and 4. Yeah. It's all about safety. Para 3 and para 4. So you have to be able to pick out all this. Say, another thing, people, this is another thing that you have to remember. You also have to use the transition words. For example, according to Brennan et al. 2016, there are several key issues of agricultural drone usage in Australia. The first one is certification of blah, 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 blah. Make sure that it's correct, yeah? The content is there, the keyword is there, but the sentence must also be correct grammatically. Don't just say, number 1, firstly, certification. Secondly, privacy. Thirdly, nuisance. Fourthly, safety. Lastly, trespass. You're not gonna get you're not gonna get good mark for that. Yeah, you have to use the transition words. Okay, is that clear, people?
Yes, madam.
Yes, madam.
All right. Yes. Oh no! I just told you before. Do not give two. Do not. Amirul. I already said earlier. I said according to so and so. They said that. The same with he. Yeah. You cannot say that because that is a weird English. Yeah. But people don't read don't write like that. Yeah, because if you say according to, you just say whatever that you want to say. According to Brennan et al. But I'm glad you asked because there are students who answered like that. Believe it or not, after every time I say it in class, every time I remind students, and there are a few who are very, very what you say that hardcore of this double introductory phrase kind of group. Yeah. If you use according to, that's it. If you want to say he said that, or they said that, or the author said that, just leave it at that without the according to. Huh? Okay. The same with your paper. I hope nobody said that in the paper because I have not checked your paper yet. Okay. Inshallah, after today, I'm free, so I can start reading everything. I will have a marathon reading your paper, inshallah. Okay. And for this summary, you don't really have to have conclusion even. Yeah. You don't have to have conclusion, especially if you already exceed 120. Some students, they are so excited about writing the conclusion, and then they miss the points. Yeah, the points is only 1 or 2, and then they write a long conclusion. That is not needed. Yeah, and some students, they have all the points, they still want to insert the conclusion, and then they exceed 120. Yeah, so don't do that.
Madam,
Yes.
what is the range of words that we can exceed or less than 120?
Actually, you cannot exceed at all. But you can get less, 5 words less. Yeah, like you get 100 and 105. No, 105 is like 15 less. No. 5 is like 115, right? 114, 115 is okay. But do not go below 100, people. Some students did it below 100. What happened is that they did not have any points at all. Yeah, the points there, they are missing a lot of the points. And this is the kind of question that the answer is everywhere, scattered throughout the article. But sometimes you can find all the answers in one particular paragraph. Yeah, all the answers are there, or in 2 paragraphs. So it depends. It depends on the question. Just say your dua. Yeah, may Allah ease everything. Yeah, when you are, Allah give you this what do you call that? What is it? Allah will give you, will inspire you. Yeah, will give you this ideas what to write. Sometimes, yeah, your doa will do that. Yeah, say lots of doa from now on. Pray tahajjud, pray duha, say lots of salawat and read. Yeah, besides all your usha, your effort, praying is very, very important because we are Muslim. Yeah, praying, doa, supplication is our biggest weapon. Yeah, because this involves the unseen. Yeah, maybe the day that you are answering all the angels, especially if you hear the crow, your roosters are crowing, say Allahu Akbar. But don't say it loudly. Yeah, your family might think, oh my God, what is happening to my kids? Yeah. All right. Any question other than that?
Madam, may I ask
Yes.
a question?
Yes.
Is it compulsory for us to put the in-text citation for each sentence for the summarization? For the
No.
No.
The citation is only at the beginning. I am glad you answered. You answer, you question, you ask, astaghfirullahalazim, you question, you answer, what is this? Okay, yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that. No, your citation is this one, just at the beginning. After that, just say it. Don't say like, oh, according to this, and certification is one of them, according to Brennan. No, 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 no. One is enough. You mention Brennan et al. At the very beginning. I mean, whatever the name of the author is, or if there is no author, the title. Yeah, remember, like I said earlier, the title. That's how you do it. Yeah?
Right. Thank
So
you, madam.
yes, do not waste your time doing unnecessary thing. Yeah, concentrate on the key things that you have to give. Inshallah, you never know. Maybe the topic is so easy, or the topic that you all like. Yeah, sometimes it's the topic on online banking. Sometimes a topic on online shopping. Online shopping, maybe all of you will like. All right. Let's move on to the last question. Where is this last question? All right, question 5, the biggest, 20 marks. Write a 5-paragraph opinion-based essay on the topic given in about 400 to 500 words. Yeah, before it says 350, and this one is 400 to 500. So I don't know. Your time, I don't know. Yeah, pray that it's going to be short. Your essay should include a clear thesis statement. Please, people, make it a habit to read the question first, understand the question, highlight or underline or bold it or whatever that you can see. Yeah, and thesis statement must be there with 3 main points. This time you have to have 3 main points. Yeah, 3 main points. Use all 3 articles also. Let's say that the articles, number 1 is what's the name of the person? That Christ thing. I forgot. 3B, right? Number 2 is Fatahi Ahmad Abdul Rahman, and number 3 is Brennan et al. You have to use all this. You have to cite from all these people, and you have to have at least 3 citation techniques. 3 techniques, people, not 3 citations. What happened in the past is that students give 3 citations, but of the same technique. For example, they gave 3 short quotations, or 3 paraphrase, or 3 whatever. No, no, no. I want you to give me 1 short quotation. Short and long quotation is considered as 1. I do not want you to give long quotation. Please take note. Write it somewhere. Do not give long quotation. Yeah, because if you use long quotation, it shows that you do not know how to paraphrase or summarize or to synthesize. Okay, so short quotation is enough. So what constitute of short quotation, people? What can be considered as short quotation?
For the text that we take, less than 40 words.
Yes, 39 all the way to 1 word. That is considered as short quotation. And you have to have the quotation marks around it. And you have to have the page number, P dot. Yeah. Okay. Let's say that you are taking 2 pages. Let's say that from page, let's say that for 3B, you take the last, nah, that's too long. Oh, too long. Okay. Let's say you take Brennan, yeah? You want to take, this is generally dictated by common law in Australia and not by statute. Okay, so you take that, right? So you are making a short quotation, but you take part of it from 1 page and The other half is from the next page. So you say PP dot 1 dash 2, right? PP dot 1 to 2. Okay. That is the only occasion where you use PP, because you take part from one page and part from the other page. All right. So that is very important. And I suggest people write this down. You give me short quotation, paraphrase or summary, I consider as one, because I do not know how to differentiate when it is unless in your paper I can, because you tell me in your APA management form. But in the exam, I have no clue whether it is a paraphrase or summary, because they look so much alike. Unless if you say that Brennan points can be summarized, that and then I kind of guess that is maybe your summary. Yeah, because you use the because you use the word summarize. Okay, hold on. Yeah, hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah. Oh my God. Hello, Assalamualaikum. Hold on, yeah, hold on, people. I'm having a class. Hold on. Hold on. Huh? Which one? Sorry, people. Sorry, people. Assalamualaikum. Astaghfirullahalazim. Where was I? Okay.
Waalaikumsalam.
So how do I get back to this presentation? Oh, la, la, la. I cannot get it. How? How? To avoid mirroring, don't share your entire screen or browser. What have I done? Oh, somebody was calling me. Where was I? What? Oh my God. Can you see this or not?
Yes.
Yes, the end.
Like, is it the end? No, it's not the end yet. Here, right? Oh, it's almost the end. Okay. So, like I was saying, I hope everybody is here listening. Yeah. Give me 3 techniques, which is short quotation, paraphrase or summary, and I consider as one. And then synthesis. You know how to do synthesis, right? All of you have, because you have 3 sources. So the moment you have 2 or more sources, you can definitely have definitely be able to do synthesis, because synthesis is very easy for me to see. The moment I see that, for example, you say Brennan 2016 and I always forget this person's name. Stevie, 3B, yeah, 3B 2016 and Brennan 2016. At the moment I see that 2 different sources are mentioned, I know that is synthesis. It's very easy to spot. Let's say that they're talking about how drones are very dangerous or something like that. Yeah, so just take that. All right. And paraphrase, of course, you know already. And summary, if you could summarize the whole paper also, yeah, and make it into like a 1 sentence summary or something like that. Yeah. Any question, people? And all right, before you ask me a question, the topic or the title is given here. Drones should be used widely in today's society. That is given. But since this is an opinion based, you do not have to agree. Understand? You don't have to say yes. Check. The way to decide whether you want to go against it or you want to go for it is by reading. When you read, if you think that it is a lot easier to find points to go for, so you go for it. If it is easy to find points to go against, you go against it. Yeah. And also be careful with the use of words. Yeah, the word choice. Sometimes if you use double negative, it can mean positive. and sometimes especially like this, yeah, drones should be used widely in today's society. This is easy. You can just say you know, just like your EE. First, you in the introduction, you write about the background issue and maybe the definition. If you can find it in one of the articles, what drones are all about, what is it, what is it used for, when was it introduced, yeah, so the history of it and all those things, and what countries use it for what field and things like that. So you give the background, and then you say, and therefore drones should be used widely in the society today because A, B, C. Yeah. Or you say, oh, these are in the introduction, you say that, oh, drones have been known to kill so many innocent people, blah 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 blah. And then you say, therefore, drones should not be used in today's society because A, B, C. Yeah. And then as usual, paragraph 2 will be your main point 1. Paragraph 3 will be your main point 2. Paragraph 4 will be your main point 3. And your paragraph 5 will be your conclusion and maybe recommendation if you can think of it. Yeah. Is that clear, people?
Yes.
Yes.
madam.
Alhamdulillah. It's not easy. It's not difficult. It's not difficult, but it needs a bit of planning, a bit of calming down. Yeah. Don't panic. Uh, don't panic is the best. That is the best advice that I can give. Yeah, because if you panic, like I did when I was taking my exam in the intensive, not to say panic, I was like overwhelmed. Yeah, because the time was so short, and then even though it's an open book, and open book is more difficult. It's good to have it in your head because you can just take it out anytime you want. But if you're looking, searching for it in paper, it takes a lot of time. Yeah. So that's it. I think I pray that all of you will do very well, inshallah. Okay. So now that's the end of it. My beautiful flower again, alhamdulillah. Okay. So let's see. Oh, how do I stop? How do I stop presenting? I have stopped? Have I stopped? Did anybody
No.
say anything?
Not
No.
yet.
Not
How come there is no button to stop? Oh, here. All right. Any question regarding exam at all? If not, I'm going to end the class.
Madam,
Yes.
how long do you prefer us to do the introduction part and conclusion?
What do you mean by that?
Meaning like how many words? Because do you prefer us to do like introduction longer or shorter than the man's idea or?
When you are writing 5 paragraphs, all the paragraphs should be about equal size. Yeah. And maybe well, not all equal size. Yeah, in a way, because if let's say that your paragraph 1, paragraph 2 is 20 words, yeah, and then the content will be 20 times 3, right? 60 words, right? So if the introduction is 20 words, so that is roughly about what? 10%? 10% of overall, right? So what you should follow is the presentation skill slides that I told you. Remember I said that introduction should be 10% or 50% of overall of the speech, right? That even though that is for spoken presentation, the same with writing. Yeah. So your introduction should not be longer than your total content. That is definite no. Yeah. Look at your head. Is your head bigger than your body? No, right? So your introduction is like your head. Is that answering the question?
Yes, madam. Thank you.
Yeah. People could have big head, but they have disease. Yeah, like my neighbor before, Arwah Jihan. I think she's in heaven right now because she was born like that. Her head was really huge, big head. She could not walk because the head was so big, and her arms was big. So she died at the age of in the 30s, I think. But she was like a baby. I always saw her in the back of the car of her parents. Her parents always took her, like jalan-jalan around in the car around the housing area. So I saw her. She was just looking around like that, like a baby. Her head was so big. So, and she died. She could not speak. She could not. She didn't understand anything. She was like a baby, even though she was in the 30s when she died. But the good thing is that she doesn't have any sin. Anyway, okay, no more question about exam.
Madam,
Yes.
one more.
Okay.
Do we need to write Islamic perspective for the conclusion?
it doesn't really say, I think, in the question. But if you want to insert it, it's okay. I because even in the rules or in the suggested answer, whatever here, it doesn't say anything about unless if it says so, because sometimes I think in one semester it says summarize, but that was on summary. It says summarize article whatever based on the Islamic perspective of such and such issue. That one there you had to do it in the terms of the Islamic perspective. I think you may not have to. If the question doesn't, especially if the question doesn't mention at all about it, it just says, what does it say here? What does it say? It says 5-paragraph opinion base between 400 and 500, include clear thesis statement, 3 main ideas, use all 3 articles, at least 3 APA techniques. That's all. Yeah, but if you include it, maybe 1 sentence or so, it's fine. I'm not gonna deduct or do anything. Your mark. Yeah. Okay. Many other things. It's not that difficult, inshallah. Yeah. Especially now that you know what to do and things like that. It's not that difficult. And it's going to be 3 hours, right? Or is it 2 hours and 30 minutes? Maybe 2 hours and 30 minutes. So look at the cover, yeah, the cover of that exam. Does it say 3 hours, or I think it starts at 2:30 until 5:30, right? 2:30, 3:30, 4:30. So I guess it's 3 hours. But anyway, if there is any change or something like that, I will let you know. But so far it says 2:30 to 5:30 on the 15th of September. Okay. Anything else?
Madam, may I know what will be the platform for the final?
Most likely Google Meet. Google what Google is that?
Google Form?
Google
Form.
Classroom. Google Classroom. I will put the question in there, and then you answer directly on that paper. And then always remember to press the 10 in button. Yeah. Otherwise, your paper will not come in. And always, and then you do the format like you have always submitted to me. Yeah, the one that I can edit directly, and don't send in Word or PDF, anything like that. Yeah.
All right, madam. Inshallah.
Okay, madam.
Thank you, madam.
All right. Any other things? So you should. Okay. Yes.
This is not regarding the exam, but regarding the slides that you want us to submit. Is it in Google Slide or presentation? I mean, PowerPoint format.
It doesn't matter as long as I have it. I don't know
Okay.
what choice. As long as I have it and I can open it. Yeah. If I cannot open it, and then I don't know. So I guess you just upload it and it will go into, I don't know what it becomes. Google Slide, I guess. If I open it right through Google, and then it becomes Google Slide anyway, right? Am I right or not right?
It depends on in what format we send. If we send in PDF, for example, it will be like slides only.
Oh, I think I don't know. Should you send it in PDF? Don't send in PDF. Yeah, maybe Google Slide. Maybe in that case, it's okay, I guess. I don't know. Send it first, and then I'll see. You're supposed to send by tomorrow, right? Is that by Friday?
Friday.
By Friday night, yes. And then when you send it, text me or let me know, and then I will try and open one if I can open
Madam,
it.
I have submitted.
Oh, you have?
Yes,
Okay.
I have.
That shows that I have not checked, right? Okay. I'll check much later. Okay, because it's not that urgent. Because this is more like for auditing purposes, yeah. Because the auditors want all the materials and whatnot is put in the Google Classroom. What else I was gonna say? I think that's it regarding the exam. It's almost 11. Anyway, so no more question, right?
No from me.
Okay, so today is our last class. Maybe we can take a picture or something, and anybody who knows how to take a picture, and I don't know how. So everybody can show their face for a while, but not now. Yeah. I just before we end, I would like to take this opportunity to say thank you very much for being my students. And I would like to apologize for everything that I've said or did not do or did not say, because you know me, right? By now you should know me. Sometimes I'm a very silly person, and sometimes I tell all the stupid jokes and things, and sometimes students don't like it because I don't know who likes what, but I am silly. Okay. That is something I know, but I do not know how to change anymore because I'm too old to change. So this is me. I'm always saying silly things. And what else did I say? Yeah, please forgive me. Yeah, because I do sin a lot when I'm talking sometimes. Yeah, because I'm talking like God knows what. Sometimes I don't even remember what I say. Yeah, in case if I hurt your feelings or whatever, I did not mean to do that. Okay. I think that's what I want to say. Yeah, and I hope that everybody will be successful in this life and in the hereafter, and then you'll be successful in whatever that you do in life, and you'll be successful in your family, in your religion, in your career, in your marriage, in I don't know, in everything. Yeah, everything good. Hopefully, inshallah. What else should I tell you? I think that's it, right? So now I open to anybody who would like to say something. Yeah, he would like to say to your friends. He would like to say whatever. So, all right. What? Okay. Mahal, you missed that. Okay. Yeah, but inshallah we'll see on campus. Yeah. There are some students who are very close to me even until today, and they are married, they have children, and they still come and visit and things like that. Yes. I never changed my phone number, inshallah. So if you have my phone number, you can always contact me until you're old and pruny. uh, and you never know what happens in life. Sometimes we need to ask, we need to get opinion and this and that. Sometimes I need help from my students. Now, I have thousands of students who have graduated and who have taken my class from 2009. Yeah, so it's kind of nice. And sometimes I went to my students' wedding. It's always fun. All right, anybody wants to say something? Nina, want to say something? Penghulu?
No.
Where is Shakina Jamil? Are you sure you don't want to say something? You might regret it. So this is an opportunity for you to give like an impromptu speech. Yeah. So don't you like impromptu speech? Okay. Nobody wants to say anything. All right then.
Madam,
Okay, Auni, you want to say something? And
Madam.
Amirul?
nothing much. I just want to say thank you to you for teaching
All right.
us.
You're welcome.
That's all.
So I hope you learn something. Yeah, I hope you learn, if not much, something. If nothing else, I would like for all of you to love English language and other languages and go all out, improve yourself, learn. Yeah, Nurul Iman say, we apologize. Yes. Hurt. Yeah, that hurt. I think hurt. There is no hurted, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, hurt. Yeah, past tense of hurt is also hurt, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I could be wrong. Yeah, that's something that you can check. Yeah, put. Yeah, put, for example, put, cut. Yeah, you don't say put it, and cut it. Yeah. So that is something that you can always review. What else I was gonna say? Shakina wanted to say something just now. Thank you, Auni.
Nothing. They have said already. I want to say.
All right. Amirul wanted to say something just now.
Madam, pray for
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, I always pray for my students. I usually, when I pray for myself, for my husband, for my children, for my siblings, for my guru-guru, for my jiran, for my sahabat, and for my students. And for the mu'minin, mu'minat, muslimin, muslimat. That's always in my prayer at all the prayers, all the time. I always do that. Yeah, because the best doa is the doa that you do it when somebody doesn't know when you do it. So always make it a habit to doa other people, yeah, even though they do bad things to you. So I hope all of you will love English, yeah, because it's very powerful at the moment. My joke is silly. Yes. Amira.
I just want to say thank you for teaching us, for your frequent
Frequent flyer.
no, frequent jokes and your sharings. I hope that maybe you can continue to share all your knowledge with us in the group WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
If there's
Yeah.
more-
Yeah. In a group WhatsApp, I never close my students group WhatsApp. Is always there. Once I open it, it's there. But if you want to wish like happy Raya or something, yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Iman said, "Thank you for teaching. You're welcome. We learn many things. I hope so. Yeah. If not English, at least something else, right?" Okay. All right.
And if we have further questions about English or anything,
Yeah,
I think
you
ask
can always contact me, and but remind me who you are, yeah, because I forget. Yeah, being old is not fun, people. Your joke is cute. Ka. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you, madam. I love you. I love you too, people. Okay. Thank you. You're welcome. All right. Yeah, sorry. That's okay. Yeah, I like it when students ask. At least I know if I can answer, I answer. If I don't know how to answer, I just don't answer, or I find some answers from somewhere else. Yeah. Okay. Is that it, people? That's it. It's 11:07. Today is the. If let's say that you suddenly you remember something to ask regarding your exam or something, yeah, you can text me in the group WhatsApp. Yeah. Okay. Always use the group WhatsApp because so that other people will benefit from it. Unless if it is a very personal thing, like personal meaning yourself, not the class related thing. Yeah, let's take a picture, people. Open your camera. Let's smile a bit. The background, that background is a picture that I took in UK, in Scotland actually, when I went to Scotland in 2019. All right. Should I take? I think I leave this on. All right. Okay. Who is going to take the picture? So how to
I will take the picture.
So how to make sure that everybody is in?
Change the layout.
Oh, how? Well, how?
Setting.
Change layout. Okay. Which one? Auto, tile, spotlight, sidebar. Which one? Tile.
Tiles.
Tile. Okay. All right.
And-
So I will how to minimize the chat. Okay. Oh, all right. There you go. But 7 people are not seen. Okay. How's my tudung? Okay. So I'm going. Oh, all right.
Madam, if you look at the change layout, at the bottom there is maximum tiles to display. Drag it to the rightest.
Where? Change layout and then okay, yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Drag it,
49.
then you can
Oh,
see
okay, all right. Oh my god, yeah. Oh, it says 30. Oh Allah, I learned something new today, people. And then after that I just close it, exit. Exhale.
Just
Ooh,
close it.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Oh, one person is missing. She went to the hospital. Okay, all right. I'm ready.
I will take the photo.
Okay.
1, 2, 3. One more. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done.
Alright. Okay, so let's say our dua together. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر. Say it together. The tasbih kafarah. سبحانك اللهم وبحمدك أشهد أن لا إله إلا أنت أستغفرك وأتوب إليك. Alhamdulillah. Okay. Okay, now you can leave.
Thank you,
Okay.
Thank you, madam.
Thank you, madam.
All right.
Oh.
Bye bye. Assalamualaikum.